Okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody. As I was saying before, I just am really grateful that you took the time to do this. I know everybody's busy. I want to introduce Kathleen. I've known her for the last 9 years, and she's a doctor of physical therapy. She's specializing in myofascial release and women's health. She owns a private practice in downtown Panama City, Florida, which I'm jealous of because she said it's like 75 degrees. She's also expanding her business as a leader in LifeVantage, which is the company we're going to talk about today. And she's been a part of the fitness world for about 35 years. And she's a military wife, and a mom to 2 boys, and now also a stepmom to 4 girls. She's been with LifeVantage for 11 years and has extensive experience with the products and the business. And I'm so grateful that, she decided to do this presentation for me. Just want to let you know that I have a lot of history with Kathleen. She knows what she's talking about. So I just want to say that and then let her go ahead and take the stage. Kathleen.
Thank you so much, Sonia. It is so great to be on with you tonight. We do go way back and we share the common interest in wearing our babies when they were young and all those holistic things we did as parents. And so we have that commonality, and it's been lovely to work with you. And I am a native from the DC general area. Actually, I moved down from Maryland about 2 years ago, but have been up there my whole life. And that's really where I started my fitness career and then had my physical therapy practice. So all of you from DC, like that is my hometown in essence. And it's a lovely place. So anyway, tuning in from Florida now, and just want to give you a little rundown on what we're going to cover tonight. You're going to be hearing about a company and a product line that's positioned to dominate in multiple wellness categories. And health and wellness is considered like the largest economic trend in world history, according to a guy named Paul Zane-Pilzer. He's a world economist. He wrote the book, The Next Millionaires. He's been an advisor to multiple presidents. So I'm going to actually take you back. Basically, we're going to talk about where the company has gone and what's in it for you right now from a couple different perspectives. And we're going to start this event by going back in time to 2005 when ABC News did a primetime investigative report on a small biotech company from Colorado that no one had heard of. So it's antiquated, and we understand that, but it's this critical part of our story that kind of gives us context for the rest of it. I'm going to give you a glimpse of that, but while you're watching it, ask yourself, if this is true, who needs this information? And if there was a financial opportunity in it, would I be interested in that? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. If everybody could stay muted, that would be fantastic. Oops. Here we go. Oops, from beginning. Sorry about that. Okay, that is me. And here we go.
The following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So doctor, how often do I take these?
And so here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Okay, we'll be back, Mom.
It's called Protandim,
Yeah.
and tests on both
The
mice
water?
and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. And so you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Okay, so we're gonna pause there and just know that you can go and see this full news report on YouTube and just look up ABC Primetime News Clip Protandim. You can see the whole thing, but I want to give you a sense of what happened. So again, thank you for anyone who joined us. Appreciate everybody's time carving out tonight. For the next 45 minutes or so, 40 minutes or so, we're going to talk to you about this company story, what happened since that ABC News clip. We're going to talk about the products that have been developed since that aired, products in the weight loss space, in the anti-aging, skincare, gut health, all of these really important categories with groundbreaking science. We're going to talk about how one can create leveraged income with this information. I will tell you my story as well a little bit later in our presentation. And truly, because of the timing of the information currently, how you can benefit with that as well. So, sound good for everybody? I'm going to get started here. All right, I'm going to start by asking you a question, and that is, well, first of all, let me make sure you guys can't see that little bar there. Had you ever heard of oxidative stress prior to seeing that news clip? You don't have to answer out loud, but just asking yourself. You know, most people hadn't heard of that term before, and I had not heard of that term either, even 11 years ago, having been in the health industry for so long. So I'm going to overview what it is, why we have it, and why it's relevant. So oxidative stress is damage to the cells of our body. It's normal cells turned abnormal. And it happens because of the toxins in the air that we breathe. You know, it's just, if you cut open an apple or banana and leave it on the shelf, it turns brown, right? Well, that is oxidation, and that's actually happening to our cells every single day. There's chemicals in our water to make it safe. There's food additives and preservatives that is damaging to our cells. I mean, we breathe jet fuel and gas in the air every single day. We pump gas in our car. All of this, even cell phones, put the cell phone up to your head, that's changing the cells of our brain. And all of this oxidative stress is linked to accelerated aging. But if you're curious if it's linked to something, you can go to a website called pubmed.gov and look up oxidative stress and anything you're curious about, anything to do with eyes, heart, skin, kidneys, joints, lungs. You can go there. Okay. We have, and you probably noticed in that news clip that when John Quinones took Protandim, his oxidative stress was reduced by 45%, and that was just in 2 weeks. The first study on Protandim showed that we can reduce oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days in everybody. And it doesn't stop there, okay? But that's like the first study. We can legally say that, which is huge. We can't make claims to cure, treat, or mitigate disease. You can go and research the links between oxidative stress and those things. But, you know, that is really significant. So here's the problem. Whoops. Well, all of these things cause that oxidative stress, but most people are taking direct antioxidants. We eat our oranges, broccoli, your blueberries, maybe your antioxidant supplements. And the way those work in your body is similar to taking Dixie cups of water to try to put out a house fire. Okay, that would take a lot. That would take 500 cups of broccoli a day, 400 oranges a day, 110 cups of blueberries. You can see that's not really attainable when we're bombarded by about 300 septillion free radicals every day. Protandim is not an antioxidant supplement. It's something that activates our body's NRF2 pathway, which then turns on hundreds of survival genes, including the ones responsible for your own antioxidant enzymes. So instead of taking those Dixie cups of water to put out a house fire, you are turning on your own inner sprinkler system, like the high level expensive one. Okay, so where you're neutralizing free radicals 1,000,000 to 1 every second per second. That's huge, right? And you can see this chart right here. Without Protandim, as you age, that oxidative stress goes up, 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 up. That damage is linked to breakdown and dysfunction. With Protandim, it can stay relatively even. So the question is, who needs to know about this? I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know, the wheel started turning for me 11 years ago. And, you know, I was like, people don't even know this exists, and neither did I. So just to highlight again, this product, Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, reduces oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days. It's made up of 5 plant ingredients, just these 5: turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, ashwagandha, and bacopa. And you might be familiar with one or all of those herbs because they're amazing. But when Dr. McCord, the scientist involved at the time, put this together, these ingredients became 18 times more powerful than the individual components. Okay, so small therapeutic doses individually put together created a synergistic effect. That's why it's called Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. This product is approved through the Banned Substance Control Group and has an NSF seal, which is the highest level of safety manufacturing you can get in our country. So that is where it all started, activation. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company's story. When that news clip aired in 2005, $5 million of orders came into this little biotech company that had no marketing infrastructure, pretty much at all. The stock was under $1, went to over $20 overnight because we were a publicly traded company, but they didn't really have a plan to fulfill on that. So although they missed this window of opportunity, there was another one that came about, and doctors and researchers from all over the world called LifeVantage and said, we want to study your product. So for instance, we've got the American Heart Association in Ohio State, which studied heart disease and scar tissue, and that article was published in Circulation Journal and put out to all the AHA members. That's unheard of for a natural supplement, first of all. Then you have the LSU did a skin cancer study and showed that the animal model, the mice that consumed Protandim had a significant reduction in tumors. Okay, well, that convinced the company to take a look at activation from the outside in, and that's what launched our whole skincare line of Nrf2 activating skincare products. The National Institute of Aging looked at Protandim in a longevity study, comparing it to other things like resveratrol, omegas, curcumin, things like that, and showed that it was the only natural thing they studied that increased the lifespan of the mice in that study by 7%, the male mice. This is so unheard of for these kind of studies to happen. But today, if whoever just came on, if you could meet your line, thank you so much. But today there are 28 peer-reviewed papers and studies on this product alone. You can go to pubmed.gov right here and just type Protandim, and you're going to see all those studies pop up, and you can look them up. If you're really into the science, you can take a look right there. Pretty cool. I love that slide. That's neat. Okay, so anyway, they had these amazing studies getting underway, but they ended up putting this in the retail stores like GNC, CVS, apothecaries all over the country in the US. And it was sitting on the antioxidant section because this is a different category of product, but there's no place for that. It was $50 back then. Okay, $50 back then, sitting next to vitamin C for $10. You can imagine walking into a store, you probably weren't looking for a Nrf2 activator to reduce oxidative stress, and they couldn't get the sales over 3 million. But they did bring in a consultant in 2009 who watched the ABC News clip and was so blown away. He had run a $500 million nutritional company. And he says, this is an absolute breakthrough. And nobody, unless they've seen this news clip, nobody's going to know what this is. We need to pull this out of the stores and put this in the hands of people who can share the story of LifeVantage and Protandim. It's called network marketing. And we do it every day, right? Somebody goes to a good nail salon, a hair salon, a massage therapist, a physical therapist, a doctor. People are always asking for referrals. We do it all the time on social media. Those companies don't send you a thank you check, and that's fine. People partner with companies to become affiliates because they understand the value of word of mouth. And so that's what they did. The first year, I said 3 million. Just fast forward to today, we are about $250 million company today. We are publicly traded on NASDAQ. We've been invited to Wall Street multiple times to close their bell. You know, many more studies that have come out. This is an absolute breakthrough. That's where we ended back in 2009. And that's where we are today. But I'm going to fill in some dots, okay? If you're on here today and you're an entrepreneur, you have a business mind, I'm going to cover 6 components when looking at a business opportunity: the company, trends, products, timing, compensation, and systems. When I get through the products, if you're just on here and you're thinking how these products might impact me, I'll let you know. If you're not interested in staying on to listen to how we can create income from this, but it gets exciting. So I just want to give you a heads up what we're going to go through now. LifeVantage is a 15-year-old company today. We're headquartered in Utah. Like I said, publicly traded on NASDAQ. I love that. You could go to LFVN tonight after this and look at what's happened to our company recently when we just launched the first weight loss activator. Okay, it is huge. We have a legacy program, which is our philanthropic portion of our company. We go out and we help people. In fact, when Hurricane Helene came through, we had a program that was helping our consultants out in North Carolina who were impacted by that storm. Every December, we have consultants that go down to Mexico and rebuild homes. We do all sorts of things, but it's a lovely part of our organization. We are a debt-free company as well. So when looking at this as, you know, if I were to participate in a company like this stuff is important. We are also in 23 countries today and growing. We are just growing. So we are a global company today and many more to come. Some of the countries we have are just open for products, but we do have a global shipping program where pretty much anybody in the world can get our products, whether we're officially open in that country or not. It's through a third-party shipping. So that's pretty exciting. We can have a global business from our phone anytime, anywhere. I think we have someone from New Zealand on here in our team. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is trends. So the product trends are not the only thing I invite you to consider. Like I said in the beginning, health and wellness is one of the largest economic trends in world history. First of all, our country alone has very, very high healthcare costs and very, very high sick levels. People are looking for ways to improve their wellness and take control of their health. There's no question with that. Anti-aging. You probably don't know anybody that's trying to age faster, right? These markets are massive. Home-based business. People are looking for flexible ways to own a business. We all know that brick and mortar is very expensive. Starting a traditional business can be very expensive and high risk. You know, I pay rent to have an office space to treat patients, and I have to pay that whether my patients can come or not. If we have a hurricane, I still have to pay my rent. So home-based business offers that flexibility. It's a lower cost of doing business. And today, just in today's financial instability, I mean, this has been this way for a long time. People tend to be living paycheck to paycheck, and with inflation and everything else, it just is hard. So if there's a way for people to create some additional income into their household, a few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month, or even more, that can make a huge difference and really give that control back to people. But here is the product trends. Anti-aging, 300 billion, weight loss. Okay, we are now essentially competing with a very popular thing that people have access to right now that's pharmaceutical for weight loss. We have a natural way to activate this hormone in our gut. We have our skincare line, hair care, pet care, and energy. So category changing, unique and consumable products in all of these categories. That's pretty exciting. So we're not out here trying to compare, you know, my lip balm to your lip balm or my makeup to your makeup. You have to be a really good salesperson to be in that kind of business. But we are in the business of sharing this story of activation and expanding our network of customers and other people who want to participate in the growth of the company as a consultant. So let's go through these exciting products. They've been life-changing for me after 11 years. I have so many stories I've heard of people's life being turned around health-wise and financially. We do have a education group on Facebook, so I just want to plug that in case you have to hop off after the products. We want you to get in there to read some more of these stories. But let's talk about our first optimized health products. First, we have our Protandem activators. The first one is the one we talked about, ABC News Clip, proven to reduce oxidative stress an average of 40%. Huge. And then we have Protandem NRF1. This activates our mitochondria. That's our cellular energy. Just think of it as increasing the runners in your cells. And then we have Protandem NAD Synergizer. If anybody on here is familiar with fasting, that fasting has an impact on cellular autophagy. I'm not going to get into the super science about it. This basically mimics fasting with plants. All right, those three things. Whoops, back up here. When these three Protandem activators are combined, okay, you're going to see an exponential increase in the activation potential of each individual Protandem. Okay, so that's why it's called the Tri-Synergizer. They work in synergy and they can have a huge impact when taken all together. Then we have our gut health products. We know gut health plays that role in your immune health. It plays a role in your brain health. everything. We have a prebiotic drink, which I love this. It's a blood orange flavor. It essentially is like food for your probiotic. It increases your sense of satiety, so it makes you feel full and it helps with bowel regularity. And then we have our actual probiotic, which is encapsulated, so it's time released throughout your gut. A lot of probiotics out there on the market, they get killed off in your stomach acids. That's why you have to have, 300 billion strains, because most of it dies. It doesn't get to where it needs to go. So ours does. And then we have something called Daily Wellness, which has this immune boost drink that also has some postbiotic fermented yeast in there. So all of these work hand in hand to really harness the power of our gut and help that gut heal. And this is what we are so excited about now. This launched October 11th. They sold 5 times more than they anticipated, and they sold out in 2 weeks. So right now, this is available only for pre-order before December. And people are getting in line to get it right now. But this is called our Mind-Body GLP-1 Activation System. It's a 2-part system. I'm going to show you some of the results here. There are 2 pills in the morning, and then there's a powder mix that you use in a variety of different drinks. Clinically shown to increase your GLP-1 hormone by 140% on average. So this is not achievable just through foods that support this hormone. This is so significant. We did a clinical study. We could show that it naturally increases GLP-1 hormone. This helps sustain weight loss and wellness for results you can see and feel 100%. We've been on it for about 30 days now. And then there was some groups that did this for a few months before. This helps balance your hunger hormones to increase satiety. And so your gut is communicating to your brain. It's absolutely incredible. So you actually feel fuller sooner and feel fuller longer. It quiets food noise. So instead of thinking about what you're going to eat next, you're not thinking about it quite the same way. So you're not going to have the same cravings towards foods that send your blood sugar up and down, and create a cycle of addiction there. And it absolutely helps with balancing your blood sugar levels. So these were the results from a 12-week clinical study. People lost about 9 pounds in 8 weeks and up to 25 pounds in 12 weeks. And this is all with many other health benefits of that GLP-1 hormone, including cardiovascular protective benefits, neuroprotective benefits, mood stability. There's a lot of things. 100% of the people who lost weight and ate the protein that was designated through the study did not lose muscle. So if you know anybody that's on a medically based weight loss program, they might have lost muscle. Also, an up to 27% reduction in visceral fat. That's the fat around your organs, okay, that can be disease causing. And then just so you know, when I just need to mute somebody here. If you just jumped on, could you mute your line, please? I'm trying to get to you.
Don't wait until you think you have time. You never know.
Sorry about that. And we are patent pending. So this is not something that you're going to find out in the marketplace somewhere at this point. Okay, Kathleen, I think that was you. All right. 82% took back control of their relationship with food. 95% reduced sugar cravings. I've actually gotten through 2 weeks of Halloween season and I haven't had any craving for my kids' candy. It's unbelievable. I mean, I usually want to have at least one a day as a little treat, and that can really throw me off. But none. I can't believe I got through the whole thing. 96% chose smaller portions. 85% felt less hungry. 90% ate less at their meals. 85% now eat for health instead of their emotions. Does anyone emotionally eat out here? Anybody? Anybody? I think everybody's probably going, yeah, right? So this gives us our power back in our relationship to food. Here's some, I'm going to go through these quickly. These are some visual results of people that were taking this in an 8-week pre-trial, after the clinical study, a trial. Here, you can see people were measuring their inches, their body fat, their lean muscle, and their metabolic age. We do encourage people to get a SMART scale because that will give you your metabolic age, which is a big buzzword right now. If you look up metabolic health. Here we go, 6-week update. That's just 6 weeks. Fantastic. All right. So we spent a little extra time on that because this is one of the biggest sellers our company has ever experienced since the beginning of our company when Protandem launched. Huge. Okay, so it is coming. It is taking things by storm. And if you want to get in line for that, I'll tell you how in a little bit. We also have something called a fat burn. This is also an activation product, which it's a metabolic enhancer. On average, the study shows that you burn an extra 180 calories a day. That's probably going for a 2 to 3 mile walk, potentially. If I do a mile and a half, I burn maybe 100 calories. So it's like adding that extra burn. I love taking this, particularly through the holidays, to avoid gaining weight. But I think it's a great tool to add with any of the products, just as a little extra support. All right, I'm going to run through these quickly. We have some nutrients, essential nutrient products as well. The Rise AM and Reset PM gives your body the nutrients it needs at the right time. So if you're taking a multivitamin that's like one size fits all, your body doesn't need all of that at once. So you take this in the morning, take this in the evening. It helps support our circadian rhythms to give you energy in the morning and helps you calm at night for better sleep. We have a D3. We have an omega, which includes omega-3, 7, and D3 combined. This is a pristine omega. So if you've ever taken omega, omega is the only supplement recommended by CrossFit Association. And I'm into CrossFit, so I learned this interesting fun fact recently because it does impact inflammation. And unless we're eating wild-caught salmon on the daily, you're probably low on your omega-3s and 7s. You could bite into this and it tastes pristine. There's no fishy taste. It's traced boat to bottle. On the bottle, you can actually see where it was caught and bottled. Then we have IC Bright. If you're on here tonight and you're not wearing blue light glasses, like I should be wearing my blue light glasses right now, you are creating oxidative stress and blue light damage to your eyes. Okay, so if you ever notice your eyes are really tired, blurry, maybe your vision might be a little off at night, this is vision and eye support to help protect your eyes. Then we have Pet Tandem. It's our only NRF activator on the market for dogs today. Nobody else has a Nerf 2 activator on the market for dogs. It's a chewable treat. You can throw it in their food, use it as a treat, but dogs have oxidative stress too, and they age very, very fast and come down with really the same conditions that humans do as we age. So this is a great, and people are spending a lot of money on their dogs, sometimes more on their dogs than they do themselves, right? You spend more money at the vet than you do at your doctor. That's often the case. So anyway, there is a study here showing that the dogs had, a reduction of cellular stress, an improvement in mobility, and improved cognitive function. So speaking of cognition, we have our nootropic brain food. Just think of it as brain activation to improve focus, mental clarity, memory, and energy. We have a caffeinated version, which gives you more of that physical energy, and a decaf, which I love, love, love at the end of the day, because if your brain is a bit tired, brain fatigue, anybody have that? That's a great time to take that decaf Axio. You can also use this in conjunction with the GLP mind-body system as a mix with the powder that we have. Looking radiant. This is that anti-aging and skincare market I talked about. You're probably familiar with collagen. There's a lot of collagen out here, but we have a liquid collagen that activates, replenishes, and helps maintain the collagen you have. So let's break that down a little bit. Just think ARM, A-R-M. All right, and here's how it works. There's red quinoa extract, which activates your pathways in your body to build more collagen up. Then we have 10 types of peptides, of marine-based peptides, to support replenishing the collagen you've lost. And then we have berry and citrus fruit extracts to help maintain the collagen you have. So yes, this is going to improve your skin. It's going to improve your nails and your hair. That's what people typically go for. But collagen there's nowhere that collagen is not in your body. It makes up your connective tissue. I'm a connective tissue expert as a myofascial release therapist. That collagen makes up 30% of your tendons, of your joints, of the tissue around your eyes. So there's not a system that collagen doesn't impact as it breaks down. So we want to get that back up. No added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. So that rules out a lot of things that people can't take. Now, why liquid? It's right here. This is a small little beautiful bottle. Why liquid? It is 90% absorbable, bioavailability. Where powder, if you put a powder collagen in your coffee or something, it's about 10 to 30% absorption. Okay, so this is hydrolyzed collagen. It's chopped up into smaller pieces so that your body can soak it up much faster. Here are some of the results. On the surface, you can see just a buildup, a resilience of the skin, almost like it's being rehydrated. Men can use this too. This is my friend's legs over here on the right. She was very vulnerable to share that, but it can improve the strength of that tissue, right? Improving the strength of your skin. Here's another one. Absolutely incredible. All right, so moving on, we have activated hair care, okay, to help with healthy hair growth. These are just some quick snapshots of that healthy hair growth when you use a clean, non-toxic activating shampoo, conditioner, and scalp serum. It's pretty amazing here. We're not allowed to say we can regrow hair. We're only allowed to say that we help healthy hair growth. And most people are looking for clean products today. There's an app called the Think Dirty app. And if you go there and look up any personal care product, you can see the score. All of our skincare and hair care are in the green, okay? Healthy, non-toxic, clean for your body. There's our skincare. This is a 4-piece regimen here. It's a cleanser, a plant-based retinol, a True Hydrate, which is the best hydrating moisturizer I've ever used. And then there's an eye serum that goes all the way around your eye. You can use it on that really fragile skin on your eyelid. Literally, your skin will change in 21 days. But when you use this whole system, you will know in 15 minutes. You will be able to see a difference in the quality of your skin. And then we have, to round out our skincare line, we do have a clean, non-toxic, goes on clear, zinc oxide-based sunscreen. I've used a ton of this summer since it launched. It's so wonderful because it doesn't stick to your skin. It's great for kids too because, it's not pulling on their skin. It doesn't leave any white residue. And then we have a Nerf 2 activating hand cream. If you look down at your hands right now, you might notice like, oh yes, my hands do age along with everything else. So I love that we have that nice hand cream. That actually comes as a free gift in qualifying customer orders this month. So this is our line. We are an activation company. Our products are category changing. They activate, they don't just supplement. They're consumable. You're going to use these on a month-to-month basis. We can optimize health, achieve more, and look radiant. So I'm going to move more into the business segment of this presentation right now. It's not going to take too long, but I want to talk about the timing and how we actually make money in this company as participating in our activation company. The first thing to consider in a business opportunity is timing, okay? You probably haven't heard of LifeVantage before, unless your friend has talked to you about it before and who brought you on here tonight. And that's exciting when we're talking about a scientific breakthrough in activation, products that people haven't heard of before, addressing cellular health in a way that people haven't addressed before. And nobody knows about this yet. Even though we're a global company, it's just one of those interesting situations that we're still very early to the ballgame to get in and start sharing this information and growing your network. And here's why you will love our Evolve compensation plan. I encourage you, if this is like, your wheels are turning here a little bit, feel free to grab a piece of paper, take some notes, because I'm not going to go through everything here. And if this is something you want to talk more about, we can, you'll get on the phone with the person that invited you and we'll have a deeper conversation about the compensation. But just know there's different ways to grow a business. In the beginning, we are just sharing information. You're gaining some customers, you're building that customer base. And then as you grow in the company, you're really starting to build that network and grow yourself. as a leader. And then in the later stages of our compensation plan, it unlocks even more pieces of our comp plan. So there's significant income available, and you can play in any or all of these categories. But how do we make money as a consultant? So you enroll as a consultant and you share these products with your friends, your network, people that you know are looking to improve their health or change their situation. You pay a consultant price, okay? And then there's a retail customer price and a subscription customer price, and you earn the difference between what you pay and what they pay. And you earn that every single month. Like I said, these are consumable products. People order them every single month. You're getting paid every single month, not just the one time, okay? And then as you build your customer base, you get additional bonus. So now you're not only making that difference between what you paid and what they paid, you're getting a 5% bonus on top of that, a 10% bonus on top of that, 15%, 20%. You have 4,000 points in customer volume and you are making about $1,200 a month. That's just with customers. That's not with even having consultants. And just ask yourself, like, who do you know, including yourself, where $1,200 would make a big difference every single month, every single month. That's pretty big. We do have some launch bonus. When you first come in the business, there's an opportunity to even double your income in your first 3 calendar months. Okay, so I'm not going to go through that too much, but just know when you first come in, there's an opportunity to really get your business off the ground and earn a lot of helpful money, right? Especially going into the holiday season. As we grow in the business, as we rank advance, you're also going to earn income on the people that you sponsor into the business as consultants, okay, up to 10%. And then as they start to grow their networks, you're going to earn a percentage. So as you grow, they grow, you earn more. I'm just giving you a visual here of what that looks like. And I'm over here in the executive consultant category, the orange here. So you can see, like, over 11 years, I've grown a very successful network around the world. And so I earn income every single month when I'm sleeping. The best thing to do is find out a way to earn income while you're sleeping, right? Then we also will earn check matches on the people that we help. Okay, so we are incentivized to help people be successful. Somebody wants to come in and grow a business. We want to help you get to that level because we're financially incentivized for that. And then we have something called our executive profit sharing pool, where the company takes a percentage of global commissionable sales. They put that in a pool and that is shared among all the leaders. And the leaders are out there doing presentations. They're out there training. They're out there building teams. And it's a significant additional bonus in your check. The fun parts right here are the trips, the Jeep. It's called your My Life Venture program. Right now we have 2 trips, incentive trips right now that people are qualifying for. One is a cruise to Alaska, a 7-day cruise, and the other one is a trip to South Africa for 2, okay, as executive consultants. So the company does not spare any expense to take care of the people that are really helping this company move forward. Because we're publicly traded, we do have all of our income online. So you can actually go to our website, and this is under our resources, under our annual income disclosure statement. Our new one is going to be published this coming year. But you can see the average income in the early ranks of the business range from $54 to $659 on average in the early stages of that share level you saw. And then if you were like me and wanting to, be able to enroll your kid in a particular school and you don't want to have to work overtime, you don't have to want to see more patients, then, you might be looking to make more of $1,600, $3,200, $7,500 a month. And if you're really looking to transform things and you want to, what it could be, you want to change your job, you want to come home and just have a fully home-based business, you want to create some generational wealth for your family, because this can be inherited by your children, your grandchildren. This is a position that does not go away when you disappear. You can actually will this. It's legacy income. And that's what can be created up here in these higher ranks. So that's very unique in a business. You know, as much as I would love for my kids to inherit my physical therapy practice, there is no practice without me. But because I have built this business with LifeVantage for 11 years and counting, this is something they will inherit. And we have a really simple system. So, you know, in traditional business, we have to create it all from scratch, right? We have to create the website. We have to create the marketing plan and the business plan and have it all laid out. We have to invest money. You have to get investors. There's so many things. We have a system. It's called ITT. We learn how to invite. We learn how to share a tool, and we learn how to connect people into a team. So it's like you have a business, you have your own business, but you're not alone. You actually have a team. And we do all that training with you when you come in. So here we are wrapping up. Thank you all for being here. First of all, you're going to fall into one of three categories probably. This is all very interesting to you. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing it. I don't know, but you want to do more research. If you're into the science, you can go to pubmed.gov or go to scholar.google.com. Or quite frankly, just go straight to the website of the person that invited you because they have a replicated website. Okay. We also have the private Facebook groups I mentioned. We have some education groups that share stories. People, we started in 2017, just thousands of stories of people sharing their experiences being activated with the different products. You can look up different concerns that you have and see if somebody has shared from that perspective what's happened for them. It's very powerful. So make sure you get invited to that group. And if you're thinking, I want to get activated, I want to slow down my aging process, I want to feel better, I want to optimize my health, achieve more, I want to take care of my skin, I've never been activated before, you can become a customer. There's several different options. You can bundle products to save some money. We have a great wellness credit program where you can earn rewards as you cumulatively spend money on your subscription over time that you can use on your orders to give yourself little coupons back. Okay. And like I said, we do have a subscription and a retail program for that. And just remember that the MindBody GLP-1 is on pre-order, but you can get on that plus some of our Kickstarter products that we recommend. So just if that's something you're interested in, let the person who invited you know, and we can get on a call and help strategize for you how to get started and get activated before that product gets delivered in December. If you're interested in participating in the growth of this company, that if you look at LFVN at the on the what is it called? The stock market. You can see what's happening and you can participate in it. Anybody can. I don't know what your dreams are. I don't know, what you think in your mind, what could happen if you had this additional support in your life, whether it's even the community to have that kind of support. We have a beautiful team up in the DC area. You would come in, you would buy your business, and there's multiple packs. So you would pick a pack. These are 3 examples. There's other options as well, but it can range anywhere $350, $489 to $999. And you can see there's a different savings involved with each pack. The biggest pack, you get a huge savings. It's a one-time investment, by the way. It's just a one-time investment, a tax write-off. And then as you get the smaller packs, you get some savings. It's just not as big as the big ones. So again, if this is something you're interested in, you will get back with the person that invited you. Once you pick your stack or pack, then you'll pick a pack. You can pick any combination of products that you will just continually be ordering from your own store on a monthly basis, getting consultant pricing and starting to grow your business. We start by getting your return on investment and paying for your products. That would be a great first start, and we can help you do that. Without further ado, I'm going to stop this share here so I can see everybody on here. Wow, this turned into a really great big meeting. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And Sonia, thank you so much for inviting me to do this with you tonight. I like that is like someone who's ready to go, right, Sonia? I love it. I love it. So I'm going to stop record here and just, again, we're not going to host questions right here. Just get back with the person that invited you. Let them know, are you category 1? Are you category 2? Are you category 3? And if not, that's okay too. If you have a referral, that's wonderful. We are just looking to expand this beautiful, beautiful community. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Yep. Bye.